geothermal technology, geothermal production of electricity. These days, men have come to learn to be able to produce electricity from geothermal energy, because, as we know, the bottom of the earth is molten rock. Men have successfully been able to dig wells, very deep wells, into the depth of the earth, and then pour water into this, and when it reaches the hot rocks underneath, this water turns into steam. The steam turns turbines, and geothermal electricity is produced. Now let's look at the very ancient source of knowledge and see whether we can, what it says about the geothermal energy, what it says about water when it sinks into the earth. And this is no other than a verse which says, "Say, have you considered if your water was to become sunken," meaning sunken into the earth, "then who could bring you flowing water?" This is a verse from the Holy Quran, chapter 67, verse number 30. Now let's look carefully at what this verse is saying. It says that if the water of the earth were to sink into the bottom, into the depth of the earth, who are you going to bring flowing water? And what does it mean? It means that when water sinks into the earth, it will turn into steam, and when it comes back, it will not be flowing water anymore, but it will be steam. And this translation of this verse is in keeping with the translation of Imam al-Tabari, because Imam al-Tabari on this verse says, when the water sinks and when it comes back, then you cannot la tanaluhu dila, which means that you cannot put it in a pail of water. Now what can we put in a pail of water? What can we put in a pail of water is steam, because ice can be put into a pail of water. Liquid flowing water can be put in a pail of water, as this verse says. And therefore, what this verse says, when the water sinks into the depth of the earth, then it will come back not as a flowing water, as it says in the Arabic word ma'un ma'in, meaning flowing water. It will not be flowing anymore. It will be steam. It will turn into steam, into a geyser. And this is seen in certain lakes in the world. For example, in Lake Bogoria, in Kenya, in the Rift Valley, water has sunken into the depth of earth, and then it has come back as a steam, a geyser, which if somebody comes very close to it, his face can be burnt. Another example is the Yellowstone National Park in United States of America, where again water comes out from the depth of the earth and then turns into a steam, and there's a huge geyser in Yellowstone National Park in America. Therefore, this verse says that when water sinks into the earth, and people think that when water sinks we will lose water and will die from thirst. No, that is not true. That is not true what it says. It didn't say that when the water sinks into the earth, there will be no water. It says that there will be no flowing water, meaning that it will come back in another form, and we know now what that other form is. It is steam. Therefore, we will not die of thirst, but we will die because we'll all be burnt by steam. All this water on the earth will turn into steam, and all human beings will perish because there is no flowing water, but all the water is steam, and will just burn to death. Thank you very much.